Hello everyone, you're welcome back again to the Chima Dedicated Video channel. I'll be training you now right away on one of our videos on the ongoing virtual school system with Google Tools. So what I'll be talking about now is how to create short form assessments for your class. Yes, in a typical classroom system or school system, there are times we'll give what we call long form assessment. Long form assessment could be something like all these exam questions, end of the term exam, where you have very lengthy work for the kids to do, and sometimes midterm tests. These are long forms. You're going to set a lot of questions. But in short form questions or assessment, it could be what we call, for me as a teacher, I normally call it class activity. While teaching the children, I may quickly give them one particular thing to do based on what I've just taught. So these are very short form assessments. So I'm going to show you, because on Google Classroom, setting long form question is quite different from short term assessment. So you need to know the difference between the two and how to go about it. So let's go for that of short form right away. So let me go to my class. And as usual, I'm going to click on classwork, because once you want to go to your class to set questions, you click on classwork session. So I click on classwork. I'm going to click on this plus to show that I want to create something. If you are using an older version or maybe a laptop, it may not show plus, it may still show you create on top of the page there. So anyone, it means the same thing. So because I'm dealing with short form, I will either choose this one or this. If I choose this second one, I want to create a long form question that's going to take me to Google Forms. And we'll have a video that I've just covered that particular one. So if you're already part of this training, you must have gone through that particular video. But if you're not part of it, you can either access the free content on the YouTube channel right away, or you can join our class. Presently, we are training free, so you have nothing to do. You're not going to pay anything. We decided to make this particular training right away free, so you can contact me that you want to join, and I'm going to include in the class. So that's it. Now I'm going to choose either. Let me just show you what the difference between the two. If you choose assignment, it's usually let me just put it this way. It simply means that you just want to ask a simple question. This question could be theory, it could be, in fact, normally when you use the assignment, it always a kind of theory questions. Yes, you might simply come here, assignment title, you type it. You understand? It could be class activity, it could be assessment on pronoun. You have just taught the keys on pronouns, you want to assess them, so you put the assessment title up there. Choose this assessment title. Now, description is where you put instruction. You might not say, okay, children, list out, make 5 examples, sentence examples, or 5 sentences with the pronoun on. I'm just giving you an instance. It can be anything. Remember, it's so versatile. It's depending on what you're teaching. Now, you type it there. And now, in that case, the next thing you do is to put how many points, that means how many mark. Already you see the default mark here, 100 points, a kind of hundreds or whatever. You can tap there and change it to whatever you want. You can put 2, you can put 1, 5, anything. So it's very simple. Now, let's leave off this particular one, these things. I'm going to talk about it in another video. Now, this topic, if you have followed our training, we have talked about what this is all about. When you are teaching in a class, whether you are giving them material, the learning materials, or you are preparing, you are giving them assessment tests and all that, it must definitely be under a particular topical heading or a scheme. When we did this, we use it to create scheme. So if what I'm doing now is under a topical heading, a category that has to do with C82, then when I click on our topic, I'm going to see a list of my categories or scheme of work. I choose the one that is enforced under. So when children are looking at, they are going through the class through schemes, they'll be able to see a thing on the particular scheme they've not covered. They quickly go through it. So that's what this is all about. We've covered that area. I'm not going to do that for now. So once you are done putting up all of this, you click on assign. Immediately you click on assign, this particular work will be on the classroom and every child will see it. But if you think that you have set up this particular test, but you don't want it to be hosting for now, you set it, once you click assign, every child will access it and they will start working on it. You understand, from their own end. But if you want to schedule it, maybe you set the question to being Saturday, like I'm recording this video right away, but you want this to be ready by Monday, you can go here and schedule it. Now, look at it. Up here, close assign, you schedule it on the exact time and date, so that when it can only appear to the students that particular time you schedule it to. But if you think this is the right time, you click on assign, then go to the stream page and tell children, hey, check up your assignments on the classwork. Please go to classwork and check the assignment there. Something is on there. The children will easily be notified and they go to check and start doing it. So this is how to show short form assignment. If you are choosing this, now remember I told you can also go through the other way around. This card, please. I want to set true question. This one now you can choose whether theory or objective. That's why I want to show you this. So in this case, you still put your question title, put description. This one, if you want to choose theory, you click on short answer. You understand? You may, even in this case, you may ask children to write a 100 character essay on a particular thing. So they write. That means you want them to write something that looks like a theory work. But if it's a multi-choice question, you choose multi-choice. Remember where I clicked? Inside this particular place. This is where I clicked to make my choice. Here. You understand? So you need to follow now. So if I want it to be multi-choice question, I still put my question title here, my description, and now put this. Now, immediately I put this, my description is where I'm going to ask a question. I will now ask a question like, identify the let me say I'm teaching English language. Identify the adjective in the following sentence. The little boy refused to eat the food. And now in that case, I put answers, options. Option 1. Remember, I didn't type this question, but I'm saying it because I don't have that time. It's a very short video. Option 1, I say A is boy. Option, the second option, little. Third option, eat. Fourth option, refused. Okay, let me put food. And I click on save. You understand? So the kids will see all those options. They now choose the one that they think is the right option. Do you understand? And that's how to do it. Now, the question again is, if you think your options are incorrect or you don't like it, you can still edit it here. Another thing again is, can the children, do you want them to see class summary? Because you too will see the class summary, those who fail, those who pass, percentage of pass and failure. Do you also want your children to see that so that they can see what is going on in the class? They won't see other people's answers actually, but they'll be able to know how many people have failed and all that. If you don't want them to see it, please deactivate this. But if you want them to see it, then activate it. Then the next thing is, how many points are you giving to that question? That's another thing. You correct this here. And then on that topic. Now, before I close this, I want to still teach you this. Now, the question you're asking the children could be an attachment. It could be that you have already said this question somewhere, maybe on a document. And you now want to attach that document here so that they need to click that document to go and answer the question and submit. This is so wonderful. You are not limited here. Like in this case, and I see that this permits you only to ask one question. But you don't want that. So you can prepare your question somewhere else. You understand? You can even use Google Form, prepare that question, and now attach the form here. When you click on this attachment, let me show you what you're going to see when you click on attachment. Many options. Now, you can attach from Drive, your Google Drive. You can attach link. That means if you create some questions on Google Forms. You can copy that Google Form link and attach here. So the children will ask you, part of the instruction will be click on the link to access your class work. Once they click, they're not going to see the entire question. They answer it, and when they answer, they submit, it's going to show. You see whoever that submitted will have a particular video that address that particular issue. So you need to learn how to do that. Now you can also upload a file, pick a photo, take this, record video, create new PDF. You can also, yes, you can see new documents. If I click on new documents now, do you know what will happen? Once I click on this document, the system will allow me to write all my questions on that document, and automatically that document will be attached to the system. So the children will sit, and when they click on it, they will quickly assess what I've written and answer their questions and submit. I will see it and now score them. I can also use new slide. Let me explain a bit for some of us who don't understand. All these things you are seeing here are Google products. But let me make it clear so that you understand. What you call Docs in Google, what we call Google Docs, is an equivalent of what you call Microsoft Word. That Microsoft Word is a word processing package owned by Microsoft company. Meanwhile, Docs is owned by Google, but they are doing the same thing. What you call slide is what you call Microsoft PowerPoint. For PowerPoint, their spreadsheet package is called PowerPoint. That's for Microsoft. Why for Google is called Google Slide. They are the same thing. Now, what you call sheet here is Google Sheet. The equivalent of it for Microsoft is a spreadsheet. Google Spreadsheet, that example like Excel, Microsoft Excel, and a spreadsheet package. So for those of us who understand computer terminologies, these are things. Now, Google too has a drawing aspect. That means you can click on it and draw something. Sometimes those of us who teach kids, you are teaching something that has to do with drawing. When you click on this, you can draw something. You know, tag them maybe one where the head is, you put 1, 2 leg and all that. And now your question might be, children identify what is the area labeled 1 is called. What is it called? Area labeled 2, area labeled 3. These are questions. In different ways you can ask children questions. Do you understand? Now you have forms. Forms here, I'm still mean the Google Forms I'm talking about. If you click on it now, you're going to follow it and set questions. I'm not doing that here because we have a video that have already covered some of these things. Are you getting it? So once you do that, it's going to take you where you create questions. And once you create questions and submit, automatically it pastes here and children can access it. Answer the question, submit, you'll see it and mark and record and return back their scripts to them, all still virtually. You're not doing it physically. I mean, on the physical, it's all virtual, everything done online. And that's the beauty of it. So once that is done, and you think you've done all you need to do, you click on Ask. And the question at this moment is set for the children. And all of them will see it and they begin to answer the question. So this is how to set short form questions for your class. But if you want the one that involves like a long form that involves so much questions, then access the previous video on our training videos, and you're going to see how it's being done. I'm stopping at this point. 2, 3 things you're going to do for me. If you're watching this video from YouTube and you think you want to get all of this, please check our podcast. Either our playlist or our podcast on this YouTube channel. You're going to see the one that has to do with Google Tools. Click on it. You're going to access every video that has to do with Google Tools. It's free resources. But if you want to, have a class where you can engage us, ask us questions, then let me hear from the comment box so that you can join the ongoing class. Even if this batch is over, I can still have one-on-one with you. Not only that, if you are new to this channel, I encourage you. We will do a lot of stuff here to support African educators when it comes to digital literacy and education technology. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit that bell because it's very important. Once we release a new video, you'll be notified that something is happening. Then the next thing you're going to do for us, you belong to a lot of communities, teachers community, on WhatsApp, on Facebook, everywhere. Please share this video so that others can benefit. Remember, we didn't charge you, it's free. You can as well share to others so they can receive free. I wish you the best as I stop at this point. Thanks for watching.